Salvation is reserved for those who pass the test. If you survive, an elevated existence awaits. Initiate Phase 1. Power up the base cannon.
Mr. Mike, it's your turn. What we have here today is a no-name 5-pound maul. It's a 1x4. Let's pop the tin open real quick here. Fan moves some air. I'm here to tell you what. This thing was a little bit of a challenge. First thing I did is I washed it, and mud ran out of it. We got it all cleaned up. Mike bought it used from some guy and sent it up here and let me look at it, and it did about 450 watts when it got here on 14 volts. And he wanted me to modify it to make it work on sideband, so went ahead and added a little knockdown resistor and a cap and some surrounding tantalums and blah, 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 and we built him a bias circuit. And in the process of looking at things, I figured out a couple different things. One, the preamp didn't work. I fixed it. Two, the input side was completely smoked up. Variable, just overdriven. Little 5 ohm drive resistor. I don't know why they even put that in there. It's pointless, but that was burned, so I went ahead and replaced it. And the one over here was also burned, but I went ahead and replaced it with solid wire. And you can see a little hoop in there. That's actually for inductance length, to tune the circuit so it's flat. So the standing wave or reflected power between the splitter network and the output network of the transistor is correct. Now I also did notice I didn't have a flyover resistor in this. Shock resistor, buffer resistor. It's like 13 different names for this. Overdrive inductance resistor is what I think of it. I slapped one of them in there. So then I go to key it. Isn't that pretty? That's high dollar right there. I'm here to tell you what. Please note, for me to solder anything in here, I had to get in with a screwdriver and scrape the corrosion off. Anyhow, the sideband is switched. The bias is switched. So it's a full shut off, full interrupt, full shutdown as soon as the relay unkeys. I had to put a new keying transistor in it and had to put a new relay in it. But she's all back up to snuff and it's fully working. So we got the power switch on, turn the sideband delay off. We're going to come out of the Galaxy 66V. That's in between the amplifier and the radio. It's 5 watts in reverse. Now we're going to go over here and we're going to look at the birds. We're in 1X position. We're in PEP on the right hand side. We got a 5 watt slug in reverse on the other side. We're running at 14 volts today. Hello, audio. Nice about 590 to 600. Hello, audio. Remember, this is in Class B now. So when I had it in Class C, I was getting a whole lot more. I was getting 8 and some change out of it. But in Class B, you had a little bit of current to the input transformers. It knocks down their inductance field, blah, blah. That's how it works. Output tune. Hello, audio. Is spot on, mister. Input tune. Flatter than a doornail. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Flatter than a doornail. Hello, audio. Another variable. It's nice and smooth in its linearity. Hello, audio. And that's with a 1 watt dead key, Mike. You're getting roughly almost 300 watt dead key. Hello, audio. Swinging to about 6. Brother, she's done and done. We'll slap her up in a box. Sideband delay. No sideband delay. Slap her in a box. I'm going to send it back to you, bud. Appreciate you sending it out here for me to do my thing to it. From the biggest mud duck in Idaho. They call me Mr. BBI. And I got down. I see you, bye.